Next one here is Rick on 长得. 长得 as in like to appear, to look. Usually talking about someone's appearance. Whether 长得好看 usually says that this person has grown well. And actually, I'm noticing this a lot. My baby is just my wife's pretty tall, and I'm pretty tall, and my baby is very tall for his age. He's like, even for the average sort of Western kid, he's like 6 centimeters taller than the average, longer than the average baby, right? And we just get constantly walking around like the little baby carrier, and we constantly get people just pointing at him or looking at him, just like smiling, like 长得好，长得非常好，长得好. So like, not only this, so it means two things. So 长得, like you have grown to appear very nice. 他长得好看，长得非常好看. Like the appearance is nice, but they're literally saying he's grown well. 长得好, he's grown very well. So that's just a little tidbit for you. And yeah, Rick is starting to piece together, like through input and exposure and practice with sentences and listening and shadowing. He's starting to pick out little details. And have clicks, and these clicks come more and more often the more exposure you get. And here's the example. So he says, since de or day, depending on whatever it is, depending on the context, since it comes after 长, then 长的 is a verb phrase. Is this a good hint? And yes, it is. So for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, de, when it comes after any verb, it's talking about how this verb is verbing. So for example, if you wanted to say he speaks well, or well said, that's, you could say 说得好. So 说 is speak, 得好. So the way you spoke is good, well, right? So, and this in 长得好, right? You grew up very well, or you look nice. And yeah, it's all about placement. If you see that de, because obviously when you have like these 多音字, and that's going to come up a few times in this, I think in the next comment as well, about 多音字as characters with multiple pronunciations. And it really gives a lot of trouble to people in sort of the beginner, sort of intermediate stages of learning, when you're learning characters and you're like, wait a minute, I just learned all these characters and they have multiple pronunciations depending on context. How am I supposed to know? And the meaning is completely different, usually when it's different, pronounced differently. So it's tough. But after exposure, you start to notice these little patterns. That's your language module in your brain. And Rick has noticed that, okay, so de can also mean, so it means, it's used in this verb phrase sort of situation, but it could also mean day, as in must. All right, so 你得, you must do something. And it also, you see it in 获得 or 得到. So when it's a second tone, it means to 得, to get, to obtain, right? So it's like, oh my goodness, how am I supposed to know this? Through exposure, because you see that when you see this character after a verb immediately, like next to it, it's more than likely, most likely, maybe even 100% likely to be 长得 or 跑得快 or 说得好 is going to be that verb phrase, the adjective describing the verb. Whereas if you see it before the character 到, as in to get, to arrive, 得到, that's that word 得到. And if you see it after a pronoun like I, 我, or 你, you, or 他, him, her, it, 他, then you see this character, then it's probably he must, or she must, or you must. You notice these patterns. So anyway, that's probably obvious to some of you, but I think for some of you, like starting out, where you're learning these characters and you're happy that you're developing this knowledge, it's cool, but also you're kind of like intimidated and maybe even a little bit despondent about, oh man, there's so much I don't know, and maybe when the 多音字, the multiple pronunciation characters, can really come out of left field. And when you sort of like, I finally climbed that peak, oh wow, and then you look up and there's like another huge peak. But again, it's as long as you keep consistently at it, reading, reviewing, listening. It's not a big deal. You get used to it like it's nothing after a pretty short time. So well done, Rick. Hey guys, if you like this video and you'd like us to help you reach literacy and fluency in Mandarin Chinese as fast as possible without all the headache of traditional learning methods, just head to mandarinblueprint.com to learn more.